This is WGN Morning News at 9.
After the break, we're talking about back pain. We have some ideas for you. You can ease it and avoid it. Find out how. Come on back.
Back pain is the second most common reason for all doctor office visits in America, and it's one of the most common reasons for missing work. So whether you're out in your garden or stuck indoors, crouched over a PC, we have some advice and stretches to help you and your aching back. Dr. Steve Arculeo has been a chiropractor. I practiced like for an hour. A chiropractor for 20 years and serves as the director of Peak Performance Healthcare Center in Old Town. Good morning, doctor. Thank you for coming by.
Pleasure to be here.
All right, so we have some of the stats for you. You know, everybody knows back problems. Everybody's got back problems.
It's true.
And I think people get confused with ice and heat.
It's one of the #1 things we have a problem with. See, when someone throws their back out and has an acute pain, you don't want to put heat on it because it's going to actually cause more swelling. So for an acute pain, you want ice. 10 minutes on, off for an hour.
10 minutes on, off for an hour. So
Yep.
at any point do you put heat?
You could alternate it when things are starting to loosen up, and the heat will actually help the muscle spasm. So alternating it may be good, but just for an acute flare-up, you want to get that ice on there.
And I've seen people laying down on their ice pack. Bad idea.
It's okay to lie down if that relieves the pain. Listening to the body is critical. The body is never wrong, so listening to the pain is good guidance for you. Sitting usually is the worst thing, because that's the worst pressure on the disc. When the spine is crooked, the disc is bulging, it's pinching nerves. Sitting will increase the pressure 3-4-fold, and that could be the worst. So don't sit for longer than 20 minutes at a time without getting up and walking around.
And going for a walk, I was just going to say, going for a walk, good
Very
for loosening
good.
things up.
Absolutely.
And so, you know, some people feel like the body heals itself eventually. So
Yes.
how many days of back pain before you feel like I really need to get in to see a doctor?
Exactly. Any back pain is not normal. If you did something straining the day before and you're a little sore, just like you worked out, that's not a problem. But if you have a recurrent area that keeps going out or keeps flaring up, there's an underlying weakness or imbalance that is showing up. And getting it checked and improving the mechanics is critical.
Ibuprofen, is that your pill of choice?
Well, in a crisis, taking something like that to get by is okay, but chronic use of these meds doesn't make sense because it's really masking an underlying problem.
And talk about some of the common ways people are throwing their backs out.
Great question, Larry. In this day and age, there's more and more leaning forward. We were just talking earlier about people driving and hoping to get there sooner by leaning forward, or all the kids texting or gaming, just leaning forward, and at the computer for hours and hours. We've never seen this before. So we're seeing more and more forward head posture and strain on the neck, which irritates nerves and throws your spine out of alignment.
And here's one thing I do a lot, especially as I'm getting older, when I turn to reach for something and down. And so what's the proper way to lift something?
Well, like you said, the wrong way to lift, like with the springtime, getting outside now and gardening, lifting something and pulling and twisting is probably the worst mechanics on the back. But the right way to lift is to try to keep yourself, bend your knees and keep whatever you're lifting as close to the body. That's just good mechanics, just to lift like that. So staying close.
I know doctors will always recommend exercise. It's a great preventative measure. People are lazy about it, like me. But what are some things that I can do other than the obvious?
Well, here's the thing about the exercise. The core has been the big buzz for the last 10, 15 years, working the core. But most people, when they think about working the core, they're working the abdominal muscles. And by working the abdominal muscles, they could actually weaken the symmetry of the back and make their back more likely to go out. So most people need to do extension exercises. So let's do what's called the Superman, which I'm going to have you lie right on. You ready to do that, Larry?
Yeah, I'll go give it a try. In a suit, it's a little hard, but I'll do what I can here.
Very good. So this exercise will strengthen the extensor muscles, which are typically weak, and weakening in the core and making it more likely. All right. The best thing you could do for a back is maintain health. So put your arms up like you're flying like Superman.
Yeah, I think you lost me there. I think I'm going to fall back.
There he goes.
Yeah, I think we need the professional here. Let's have your professional supermodel, Allie, do this.
Allie's going to be doing this. So this is the right way to do a Superman. Larry had dress shoes. It's a little hard to do.
Yeah, I think that's what it was.
So she's coming back like this, and what she's doing is strengthening the ratio of the extensor muscles in the lower back relative to abdominals. If you do crunches all day, it might flatten out your stomach, but it actually weakens the back in the long run. So this, just gently going up on a ball would be great. If you don't have a ball, Allie, can you just do it on the ground?
All right, you got 5 seconds.
If you don't have a ball, doing it like this could help a lot.
Doctor, thank you very much. You can find him at Peak Performance Healthcare. And Doctor, thank you very much.
My
Good
pleasure,
to have you with us.
Great to be here.